Hello, my name is Kalyn Ohrt, and this semester I had the honor of interning with MoCan NFL Flag, which is the official youth football program for the NFL. Some of my roles and duties that I had throughout this internship were find local businesses to co-market with and promote the league. The first 8 weeks were all remote and more marketing focused. Um, so with that, I also hosted a pop-up event to help promote the league. And then the second half of the internship is all game days and running the league on Saturdays and Sundays, where we have a 7 week season plus a Super Bowl. And during that time, I helped assist with event setup and breakdown, help run the games, make sure everything goes smoothly, and then also assist um, parents, players, and coaches with any questions or problems they might have. And then I also had the honor of getting to coach a team where I had to really use communication skills and communicate effectively with the players and parents on my team. Some of my goals that I had throughout this internship were to get experience and gain knowledge about marketing and promotions. Uh, I was able to do that at the start of the internship, with it being um, remote and being solely based on marketing and promoting the league here in St. Louis. And I really wanted to do that because marketing promotions is a big part when it comes to sports and just trying to run a league. Um, and in my previous internship, I also didn't get um, the opportunity to exactly do so because it was more game day operations. And some of my other goals were to push myself out of my comfort zone and take on leadership roles. I would say that I achieved both those goals also with taking on the coaching role and just throughout the season in general. Uh, and the internship, the marketing at the beginning also really helped push me out of my comfort zone when trying to co-market with these other businesses. Because I had never done anything like that before, but it made me get out of my comfort zone, which I think is very important. What did I learn? Throughout this internship, I was able to learn more things than I thought that I would. Problem solving was a big thing, and like just to try to expect the unexpected. You never know what can happen on game days. It's just good to always try to be prepared, and problem solving is just a huge thing. And quick thinking, you need to be able to uh adjust fast and solve the problem as quickly as possible to help things just run smooth. Um, Communication is very important. I learned that just between coaching and getting to like having to communicate with my players and their parents, let them know what time our games are, make sure everyone knows what color jersey to wear, make sure they bring their water and all that. And communication is also very important between you and your bosses and just your fellow interns because it can help you just become more united. The more you communicate and the more you guys are on the same page, it'll just help things run even smoother. And I also learned that youth sports is something that I really enjoy. I have only had experience working with college athletics, but youth sports is actually very fun and entertaining, and I love being able to like see the kids out there, and it's very fun. Some personal growth takeaways that I have achieved like throughout this internship were you can't be too prepared. Something I learned, especially like for example, throughout like this internship, when we had our game days, like you never know um if a kid's flag gets pulled and it breaks. You can't be too prepared. You should have extra flag belts on deck. You should have extra mouth guards for kids in case they lose theirs because it's very likely. And I also got to experience youth sports and like the importance of fan experience. Um, I got to see how much like these kids love to be out there, and like the parents love seeing them play. And we got to set up, like we would put up tents and have booths and merch for them to get, and just overall try to make it the time while they're there like the best that it can be. And I think I also had a big improvement on my communication skills. uh I learned how important it is to have good communication skills, and how that just goes on. Good communication goes a long way. What would I tell my younger self? To just stay on top of your stuff. Don't push things to the side. The more you're on top of it, the more you'll just feel confidence, because when you're on top of your stuff, then you'll just feel confident about what you're doing. And also, I would tell my younger self, the more effort you put in, the better the results. And don't be shy. Like, put the effort in and you will see the results. Hard work does pay off, is what I would tell. Also, I would tell my younger self that one day you'll be an intern for the same flag football league that you played in when you were 10 years old. And I just think that's really cool how it goes around, and how far, like, just shows how far I've grown up and what has come. It's me in that picture handing the ball off right there. Advice for incoming students: do as many internships as possible. It's a great way to figure out like what you like and what you don't like. And it's just as important to figure out what you don't like, because that will help you figure out what you do like. You can't, um, even if you have an internship that you don't really enjoy, at least you learned that that's not what you want to go into. But you might also have an internship that you love and figure out exactly what you want to do. And it's just really good to get that experience, because there's so many different parts of the sports world. Another thing is set goals for yourself. If you don't have goals, you will just stay stagnant. You probably won't see much growth in yourself, but setting goals is very important to help motivate yourself. And pay attention to the guest speakers that come to class. I think that is very important. There is a lot that will come in and out of class, and they that's how I ended up getting this internship that I'm at now, is from uh, a guest speaker that came and just spoke to our class about NFL flag and what they're all about. And then I applied for the internship later on, and here I am now. So guest speakers, and they have a lot of knowledge and they have experience. So that would be my biggest point of advice, was just pay attention to the guest speakers that come to class. Advice for current sports management students: stay active on LinkedIn and like follow up with the connections that you do make on LinkedIn, and make sure you're posting and liking stuff, so that way your account is popping up. And if you do make a connection with someone on LinkedIn, make sure you follow up with it. You can even send them a message, thank you for connecting. And just also continue to get sport industry experiences, whether that is in your internships or just volunteering at different events, because those are big in like helping you figure out different things that you enjoy and what you maybe not enjoy as much. Advice about the sport management program and courses: biggest thing, do your assignments. There might be an assignment that is make a post on LinkedIn, which that is actually a blessing, and you just don't realize it, that an assignment is making a post on LinkedIn, because like I just said in the last slide, like LinkedIn's very important and it can help you network. So to have that as an assignment, it's basically knocking two things out at once. It's staying active on LinkedIn and getting an assignment done. And the assignments and podcasts actually are very informative. And if you actually do the assignments and take them for what they are, they will help you in the long run. And then also, a good thing is just to meet with Dr. Valeska. She is always going to be looking out for you, doing what's best for you. If you're confused, need help with anything, she will be there to help you through it, and just stay on top of your work. And she's just a big help all around. And another advice about like the sport management program and stuff is know your why. And what I mean by that is something that we talked about in class one time. And I actually think it's very important to know your why, like why you want to go into sports or why you want to do sport management. In conclusion, I overall really enjoyed this internship and the connections I was able to make, whether it be with the people at my internship that I work with, or the all the parents and players and kids that came through. Um, I was able to improve my communication skills and just the confidence in myself, whether it was taking lead, seeing what I could do to help in any sort of way. And I also found something that I'm very passionate about. I absolutely love when I'm there. I look forward to going there on game days, especially every weekend. And it might be long hours, but at the end of the day, I love the time while I'm there. And yeah, that's the end of my